Welcome to the Smartacus Quiz 2022, the Hindustan Times National Interschool Quiz.
Hello and a warm welcome to each and every one of you. We are here for Smartacus 2022, the Hindustan Times National Interschool Quiz for Indian students between the grades of 5 and 12. Let us take a look at the schools who will go toe-to-toe, as we say, in today's semi-final. On one side is DAV Public School Unit 8, Bhubaneswar from Odisha. And on the other side of this quizzical battlefield is Padma Sheshadri Bal Bhavan Senior Secondary School from Nungambakam in Chennai. Let us go and meet the quizzers who take part in today's semi-final. We will begin with DAV Public School from Bhubaneswar. As always, beginning with your youngest member, finishing with your team captain. Can we have a quick round of introductions?
My name is Kumar Mahapatra. I like to play and read books, and I study in class 8 in the public school. I hope today the best team will win.
This is Spandan. I study in class 12. I'm really excited for today's quiz.
I'm Jasmine Mahapatra of class 12. I'm the team captain for today, and I wish all the best to everyone here.
Let us now go to the other side of the table. The team from Padma Sheshadri Bal Bhavan Senior Secondary School, Nungambakam in Chennai. Beginning with your youngest member, finishing off with your team captain. Let us have a round of introductions.
My name is Advait and I'm in class 10. I hope that everyone will have fun in this quiz.
I'm D. Mithilesh from class 12, PSBB Nungambakam. I hope that everyone has a good day today. Quizzing.
I'm Harshit Ram from class 11 from PSBB Nungambakam. All three of us are very excited to be here, and I would like to thank all of you for this opportunity. My hobbies are, I involve myself in a lot of sports activities, which include cricket, basketball, football, and various activities other too. And of course, I'm an avid quizzer, and I involve myself in a number of quizzes.
Let us proceed and do a coin toss between the two team captains. Representing DAV Public School Unit 8, Bhubaneswar, we have Jasmine Mohapatra. Lined up on the opposite side is the team captain for Padma Sheshadri Bal Bhavan Senior Secondary School, Nungambakam in Chennai, who is Harshit Ram. By virtue of being ahead in the alphabetical order of the school name, I will ask the team captain for DAV Public School Unit 8, Bhubaneswar. Jasmine, we are using a standard 10 rupee coin from India. As I flip the coin, Jasmine, what would you like to call? Heads or tails?
I would like to choose tails.
Tails, says Jasmine, loud and clear. Let's flip the coin. It was a good call. Tails is what it has turned up as. Let me place that coin away. Before we proceed, we now know that DAV Public School will choose first and their youngest member will be the person who will play the first topic. Before we go any further, let us show you the rules by which today's semi-final shall be played, or as we call it, the gameplay. Represented by their youngest member, Ritesh Kumar Mohapatra. Ritesh, which topic would you like to play to kick off this semi-final?
India state capitals.
Ritesh says India's state capitals, which is a very, very nice topic to play to start off at the top of the grid. Let us open up the box of India's state capitals. The first question for Ritesh is this. On the left, you will see a very, very glorious memorial. It says, when you go home, tell them of us and say, for your tomorrow, we gave our today. The Battle of Blank in 1944 has been called Britain's greatest battle and also the Stalingrad of the East, and featured a famous encounter that happened at something called the tennis court. The name of which Indian city, which is today a state capital of one of the northeastern states of India, fills the blank after the Battle of? And your time starts now. and your time is up. So I need a guess from you now. No? All right. We will go across to your teammates, asking Spandan and Jasmine. 15 seconds beginning now. Who wants to take this?
I will be taking a guess. I think the answer is Kohima. Yeah,
All right.
Battle of
You are taking a guess, and the Battle of Kohima. And Kohima would make it the capital of which Northeast Indian state?
Nagaland.
All right. And what makes you think that this could be Kohima? Have you heard of the Battle of Kohima earlier?
I think Stalingrad of the East gave it away. I can't.
All right. All right. Let's take a look at the answer and see if Spandan has saved a point for his team. Kohima, it is the capital of Nagaland, and you can see a close-up of that memorial there, which I showed you earlier. Your second question, Ritesh, is this. Simple enough. Which city is the capital city of the Indian state of Chhattisgarh? And there's a clue. A cricket stadium near this place will host a one-day international match very soon between India and New Zealand in the month of January 2023. I need the name of a state capital. Your time starts now.
Is it Raipur?
Is it Raipur, says Ritesh, and that would make it 2 points if he is right. Let's take a look at the answer. Raipur is correct, and the cricket stadium is at a place called Naya Raipur, which has been built. It's an entirely newly built city, which is near Raipur. 2 points to DAV. Let us go back to the grid. Next is their opponents. Padma Sheshadri Bal Bhavan Senior Secondary School, Nungambakam from Chennai. Their youngest member is Advait N. Advait, which of these 7 topics would you like to play as your specialized topic?
I'll go for books for children, literature.
Books for children from literature. Wish you all the very best, Advait. Let's open up the box on literature. Books for children. Your first question is this. The character Greg Heffley, created by American cartoonist Jeff Kinney and played in movies by an actor called Zachary Gordon, is better known by what 2-word name? And your time starts now. Last 5 seconds. And your time is up. No problem. I think the first question is always a little jittery. Can we now go across to your teammates, Mithilesh and Harshit? Who wants to take this? The clock is starting.
Sir, I'll be telling it, sir.
Go for it, Harshit.
The final answer is Wimpy Kid.
You think it is a wimpy kid. All right, let's take a look at the answer and see if you get points. Wimpy Kid is correct, and the series, of course, is the Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Huge hit amongst children of a certain age, and of course, made into a movie as well. That's 1 point to PSBB on the bonus attempt. Similar start as their opponents. Let me go and ask the second question to Advait. Italian children's author Elisabetta Dami created which best-selling character whose name is a combination of a prominent 19th century Native American chief and an English cheese? And your time starts now. And your time is up. Do I have a guess from you, or should I go to your team? No? All right. Going across again to Mithilesh and Harshit. Who wants to take this? Mithilesh gives a shake of his head. So now Harshit, with steepled fingers, it's all on you. Last 7 seconds to go.
Sir, I'll be taking guess, sir. Geronimo Stilton.
Geronimo Stilton. And what makes you think that it could be Geronimo Stilton? Have you read about Geronimo Stilton? Do you have any kind of what character is he?
Sir?
What kind of character is he? What are the stories like?
He runs a newspaper company.
Okay. He runs a newspaper company. And why would they name him after a cheese of all the things?
Geronimo is a rat, a mouse. So.
Because he's a mouse. All right. Let's take a look at the answer and see if you're right. Geronimo Stilton is correct. Geronimo, of course, was the name of a very, very famous and legendary Native American, or as they used to call it in those days, Red Indian or American Indian chief. And Stilton, of course, is the name of a very famous type of cheese that is made in England. Geronimo Stilton, who is, as you rightfully said, who runs a newspaper and does a lot of investigations about mysteries and fantastic places, is the character. 1 point yet again to PSBB. That brings us to an end of the topic on children's books from the world of literature. Let us go back to the grid and see what comes next. Spandan, which topic would you like to play as your individual topic?
Disney films.
Disney films, says Spandan, and that's a very, very attractive looking green box beckoning out to him. Good choice. Let's open up the box on movies. Your first question, Spandan, on Disney movies is this. You can see the poster for a 2010 Disney film called Tangled. It was produced by Disney. This film is based on which traditional German fairy tale? And your time starts now.
Rapunzel.
Spandan does not miss a beat. He says Rapunzel. Let's take a look at the answer and see if he's right. Rapunzel it is. And if you looked at that poster, you could see that there was no tower where she was imprisoned in this poster, at least. But the long, long golden hair is what gave you a clue. And this is a stamp, a postage stamp issued by the erstwhile German Republic, which they show, because it's a German fairy tale, they show the traditional story where that witch is climbing up by holding on to the long, long, luxuriant hair of Rapunzel. 2 points to you, Spandan, 2 points to DAV as well. Let us move on and ask you your second question. Which 1883 Italian children's novel by Carlo Collodi about a puppet who seeks to be a real boy has been made into a Disney film not once but twice? Once as an animated film in 1940 and the second time as a live-action film in 2022. And your time starts now.
Pinocchio.
Pinocchio, says Spandan, and I don't see Spandan's nose growing in length, so it must be true, I think. Let's take a look at the answer. Pinocchio it is. This, of course, happens to be the latest version, which is a live action one used with a lot of CGI, of course. But 2 points to you. I think Spandan barely took a spandan, as we say, a heartbeat to answer that. 4 points picked up in this topic. Good going, DAV. Let us go back to your opponents now. Harshit, which topic would you like to play as your specialized topic?
The FIFA 2022.
Opening up the box on sports. Your first question on the FIFA World Cup of 2022 is this. Which African team at the recently concluded FIFA World Cup is called the Lions of Teranga after a Wolof language word which means warmth, friendliness, and hospitality? And your time has started.
The Senegal, sir.
Your answer, you say, is Senegal. Let's take a look at the answer. Senegal is correct, and they are called the Lions of Teranga. And Wolof is a language which is spoken in Senegal. 2 points to PSBB. That's a winning start by their team captain. Let us go to the sports box once again and ask Harshit his second question on the FIFA World Cup of 2022. Which team at the FIFA World Cup, and you see a trophy there, which is the Fair Play Award trophy. Which team at the FIFA World Cup 2022 was the winner of the Fair Play Award with only one yellow card awarded against them in their run-up to the quarterfinals of the Cup? And your time starts now.
The Indians, sir.
England, says Harshit, faster than a Harry Kane spot kick. No hesitation. Quickly, he says England. Let's quickly show the answer and see if he gets points. England is correct. England won the Fair Play Award. And in fact, very, very coincidentally, England was also the team which dumped out Senegal, the answer to the previous question, when they defeated Senegal by a margin of 3 goals in their round of 16 match, the final round of 16 match that they plane. Good answer, Harshit. That's a full house that you picked up of 4 points from your topic on the FIFA World Cup of 2022. Let us go back to the grid. Before we proceed any further, it is my pleasure, as always, to share with you the scores at this stage. 6 points to PSBB, 7 points to DAV. Anybody's game from here. And to find out what happens next, we go to the final member from DAV Public School, Bhubaneswar, and ask her which topic would she like to play as her favorite topic. Jasmine Mohapatra, what topic would you choose?
Sea creatures. I'd like to choose sea creatures.
Sea creatures. Okay. Sea creatures from the world of flora and fauna is what you have chosen. Let us open up that box. Your first question, Jasmine, is this. On your left, you will see a very weird looking creature from the seas. Getting its name from the venomous thorn-like spines that cover its upper surface, the crown of thorns, which is what you see there, is one of the world's largest and most deadly varieties of what type of ocean animal? So I'm looking for what they're collectively called. It also poses a major problem. This crown of thorns organism poses a major problem to coral reefs worldwide. So I'm looking for a category of sea creatures or animals or whatever you want to call it. Your time starts now. The crown of thorns is a variety of what? All right, your time is up. I will have to pass you. Going across to Ritesh Kumar Mohapatra and Spandan. 15 seconds on the clock. Who is it going to be?
I'll be taking the guess. I think.
I think.
Okay, let's
Okay.
Ritesh.
Okay, Ritesh, go ahead.
I think it's sea urchin.
I think it is sea orchid, says Ritesh. Not the answer I was looking for. Going across
Sir,
to PSB
orchid.
for a steal. Sorry?
Sir,
I heard
urchin.
you. Sea urchin. Sea urchin is what you say. Sea urchin is not what I was looking for. Going across to PSBB on the steal. 15 seconds started ticking.
Is it sea porcupine?
All right. We have a guess. He said, is it sea porcupine? It's neither the sea urchin nor the sea porcupine. I thought my clue would make it a giveaway. Before I give out the answer, Spandan was also eager to guess. Spandan, what was your guess, just out of curiosity?
Anemones, I think.
Oh, sea anemone. Okay. So sea urchin, sea porcupine, and sea anemone. Let's take a look at the answer and see what it was. They are starfish. And that was my clue. If you look at the physiology of a starfish, and this has been used in many movies as well, if you cut off one of the arms of a starfish, arms or legs, call it what you want, then within some time, it regrows it entirely. So it is famous for its regenerative capabilities, the entire starfish family. And the crown of thorns is also a starfish. No points to anybody, but 3 interesting guesses. And a 4th one, because I heard something incorrectly and I said sea orchid, which was also incorrect. All right, let us go back to Jasmine now. Jasmine, let us show you your second question on sea creatures. Popular as an aquarium fish, these venomous creatures, one of whom you see on the left, are an invasive species in several seas. And one campaign to eradicate them even involves catching and cooking them for human consumption. I just want you to tell me the name of this fish, and that name might remind you of a large cat-like beast. And your time starts now.
Is it tigerfish?
Is it tigerfish, says Jasmine, because there are so many stripes on that fish. Before we take a look at the answer, let us go to her teammates. 15 seconds on the clock. It's a bonus attempt. Who wants to take this?
I'll be taking it, and it's a lionfish.
All right. Spandan says, I will be taking this, and it's a lionfish, because if it's not a tiger, the other big cat is a lion. Let's take a look at the answer. Lionfish is correct. It's called a lionfish because, not because of the stripes, but because that all those spikes and fins that you saw makes it look like the mane of a lion. Lionfish will get 1 precious point to DAV. Good going, Spandan. That was a really nice answer. Let us go back to the grid now. Here's your grid. The final person to choose will be from Padma Sheshadri Bal Bhavan Senior Secondary School, Nungambakam in Chennai. Mithilesh, which of the 3 topics that remain on the grid would you like to play as your specialized topic?
I would like to play radioactive science.
Radioactive from the world of science. A very good choice. And I hope you have a brilliant round. All the very best, Mithilesh. Your first question on the radioactive is this. In December 1898, 5 months after their discovery of polonium, Pierre and Marie Curie discovered which other highly radioactive element with the atomic number 88. It also happens to be the heaviest known alkaline earth metal. And your time starts now.
Is the answer radium?
Mithilesh says, is the answer radium? I don't see his face glowing, but it could be the right answer. Let's take a look at the answer. Radium it is, and polonium, of course, was named after Poland, which happens to be the home country where they originally came from of the Curies. And radium, that glowing metal, which used to be used in watch faces also, and the ladies who used to make these watches because they used to paint the watch dials with radium, and while doing it, very interesting tidbit, while doing it, they used to lick the paintbrush to make a sharp point. And because of that, they ingested radium many times over. And tragically, so many of them fell prey to cancer because radium is so radioactive. 2 points to PSBB. That's a good answer, Akhilesh. Let us go back to your box. What term is used to describe the radioactive debris created by a nuclear explosion? This same term or word also happens to be the name of a series of post-apocalyptic role-playing video games. And your time starts now. No? Take a guess. 1 second to go.
I like to pass.
No problem. We will pass it to your teammates, Harshit and Advait. Who wants to take this? 15 seconds are ticking.
I'll take.
Okay, I'll take it.
Is it
Yeah,
Fallout?
go ahead.
Fallout.
Fallout, says Advait. And what makes you say Fallout, Advait? I'm curious to know.
Both the second two and the first one.
So, do you happen to have
Fallout of
played
an
the
explosion.
Fallout series of video games?
No. I haven't played, but I know it's there. And also Fallout of an explosion.
Fallout of an explosion. Very logical indeed. Let's take a look if that logic will fetch you 1 point for your team. Fallout is correct. That happens to be an image from the series of video games. If I'm not mistaken, 3 of these have come out already. I may be mistaken, it could be more, but 3 I know for sure. And of course, the fallout of a nuclear explosion or a radioactive explosion is what is referred to in the first part. 1 point to PSBB, a crucial bonus point saved by Advait. Back we go to the grid and let's see what is happening there. DAV Public School Unit 8 Bhubaneswar. This is now the beginning of the team play segment. I wish you all the very best. You 3 will play this together and you need to tell me after a quick discussion, which topic would you like to play as a team?
We will go with Indian princely states.
All right, we will respect your choice. Let's move on and open up the box on history. Wish you all the very best, DAV. Your first question to be played as a team is this. Mir Osman Ali Khan, who you see on the left, became the Nawab of which princely state in British India in 1911 and continued as Nawab till 1948 when the newly formed state of India sent troops and annexed it into the Indian Union. And your time starts now.
Do you know the answer? It's a southern state. Do you have a guess? Have any idea?
No, I'm not sure.
And remember, this is an Indian princely state, not a state of India.
Yeah, we know. All right.
Last 8 seconds.
Our final answer is Hyderabad.
Our final answer is Hyderabad, says Spandan. Not much of discussion there because his teammates were not too sure. What makes you say Hyderabad, Spandan?
Hyderabad has a look of. I mean, I think I can
Oh, he
recollect
looks
something.
he
No,
looks
no.
like he could be from Hyderabad. Okay, that's an interesting choice to make a guess. Let's take a look at the answer and see if you're right. Hyderabad is correct, and Mir Osman Ali Khan, along with him and the ruler of Junagadh, were two states who did not want to come into the Union of India. They said we would rather go to Pakistan. And of course, Hyderabad being where it is in the heart of India, that was not something that could be, that could be tolerated. So Operation Polo was the code name given to the operation of by the newly formed Indian Union, and we made sure police troops were sent in, and in a very very peaceful way, as it turned out later, we made sure that the princely state of Hyderabad, which is now a part of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, the way it is divided. So Hyderabad is the answer. 2 points to DAV. Let us show you your second question on Indian princely states. Maharaja Hari Singh signed the instrument of accession with India on the 26th of October 1947 after an invasion by Pakistani Pashtun tribesmen in violation of what was called a standstill agreement in which state? And your time starts now.
I know the answer and I'm going for it. So our final answer is Kashmir.
Okay, your final answer is Kashmir. And which Indian state would that make it if it is Kashmir?
Yeah, I will.
All right, let's take a look at the answer. And Kashmir or Jammu and Kashmir would fetch you points. That's 2 points to DAV. Kashmir, of course, being the technically correct answer because at that time it was called Kashmir, and the Indian state, which I was trying to point out, was of course Jammu and Kashmir, as it became later once it became a part of India. Padma Sheshadri Bal Bhavan Senior Secondary School, Nungambakam, Chennai. The only topic left for you to play as a team is Sikhism from the pages of religion. Wish you all the very best, Harshit, Mithilesh, and Advait. Let us open up the box on religion. If you are ready, PSBB, your first question on Sikhism is this. Who was the founder of Sikhism and the first of its 10 human gurus? This man's poetic hymns, 974 in number, also called Shabda, form part of the Guru Granth Sahib. And your time starts now.
Sir, our final answer is Guru Nanak.
Your final answer is Guru Nanak, says PSBB. And let's take a look at the answer and see if we can give you points. Guru Nanak, or Guru Nanak Ji, as he is called respectfully, is correct. In fact, Guru Nanak, the 550th anniversary of his birth in 1469 was celebrated very, very recently. And as you can see on the right, that is one of the planes of Air India. They got the tail fin painted with the Ik Omkar symbol, the religious symbol of the Sikhs, to commemorate the 550 years celebrations of the birth of Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji. 2 points to you. That's a good answer. Let us go back to your topic. Your second question, PSBB, is this. The 10th Guru of Sikhism, Guru Gobind Singh, named who or what as his successor, the final and last eternally living Guru of Sikhism? And your time starts now.
He named the Guru Granth Sahib as the successor, and he said that there'll be no more gurus. So, shall I tell you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Our final answer is the Guru Granth Sahib, or the holy book
Your
of the
final
Sikhs.
answer, okay? Your final answer is the Guru Granth Sahib, or the holy book of the Sikhs. Let's take a look at the answer. The Guru Granth Sahib is correct. Your teammates give a smile. And as you so rightfully pointed out, Advait, when Guru Gobind Singh declared that the Guru Granth Sahib would be the Guru of the Sikhs after him, he said that there will be no more human gurus, no fighting or no arguments about who is the rightful Guru or not. The Guru Granth Sahib will be the final and eternally living Guru of the Sikhs after him. 2 points to PSBB. That brings us to an end of all 8 specialized topics from the grid. Before we move on to the mystery boxes, as always, a quick look at the scores. Very, very interesting story the scoreboard has to say. Remember, the last time we took a look at the scores, a slender solitary point separated these two teams, and the story now is no different. There is still a 1-point difference. The team from DAV Public School Unit 8 Bhubaneswar is on 12 points at the end of all 8 specialized topics. At this point, the team from PSBB Senior Secondary School Nungambakkam, Chennai, who were behind by a solitary point, are now leading with 1 point, and they are on 13 points. It's 12 to DAV, 13 to PSBB, a ding-dong seesaw battle if there ever was one. And we have 6 full questions worth of directs, bonus attempts, and steals to follow. This could only be a right down to the wire kind of quiz. Let us play now. Back we go to the team which won the toss. DAV Public School Unit 8 Bhubaneswar. Jasmine, Ritesh, and Spandan. You have to tell me which of the 2 mystery boxes would you like to play collectively as a team? Having said that, over to you, DAV. Which box would you like to open?
Should we choose the second one? We are going with mystery box 2.
Okay. Wish you all the very best. Let us open up mystery box number 2. The first of your questions, DAV, is this. Written by Rabindranath Tagore, Amar Shonar Bangla inspired the liberation struggle of and was adopted as the national anthem by which country? And your time starts now.
Our final answer is Bangladesh.
Bangladesh, says DAV. Let's take a look at the answer. Bangladesh is correct, and Amar Shonar Bangla, which means our golden or gold Bangla or Bangladesh. Rabindranath Tagore, of course, one of only 2 people who are believed to be to have written the national anthems of more than one country because he wrote the national anthem for India as well. 2 points to DAV. Let us go back to your mystery box. Good beginning. The second question for DAV is this. The Rod Laver Arena, the Bob Kane Arena, and the Margaret Court Arena are among the stadiums used for which Grand Slam tennis event, which is hosted in the last 2 weeks of January every year. And your time starts now.
Does anyone have any idea about this? Hello?
No idea.
Ritesh?
Ritesh, do you have any idea?
No.
Come on, guys. All right. We'll take a guess then, no problem. So our final answer is US Open.
Your final answer is the US Open. That's a good answer. It is one of the Grand Slam events. But let us now go across to your opponents. PSBB, 15 seconds are ticking. Who wants to take this? What's your final answer?
Sir, I'll be done.
That's a little bit.
The final answer is Australian Open.
Harshit says our final answer is the Australian Open. Let's take a look at the answer and see if it is correct. Australian Open is correct. Harshit does a quick fist pump worthy of the Australian Open. The US Open, of course, happens towards the end of the year or the season in September or thereabouts. The Australian Opener is one of the 4 Grand Slams, which opens the year in the end of January. 1 point on the steal to PSBB, but no matter. We will go back to DAV for what happens to be their final question from the mystery box. Let us show you question number 3. The character Luxo Jr., which you see on screen, appears in the corporate logo of which world-famous film studio? And your time starts now.
Our final answer is Pixar.
Spandan says our final answer is Pixar. Let's take a look at the answer and see if he's right. Pixar Animation Studios is correct. And I think it is one of the most loved of logos and animation studio logos, because at the beginning of every movie, instead of just showing the logo, they show that the lamp comes jumping in and it jumps up and down on the eye in Pixar until it is submerged or it is completely covered by the ground, and Luxo Jr. takes the place of the eye. 2 points to DAV. What a beautiful answer by Spandan to finish off their mystery box. Let us go back to the grid. Padma Sheshadri Bal Bhavan Senior Secondary School, Chennai, from Nungambakam. The only mystery box which remains is mystery box number 1. Let us open up mystery box number 1. The first question for PSBB, remember, discussion followed by our final answer is, your first question is this: I salute thee, O mother, are the first few words in the English translation of which nationalistic song? And your time starts now.
It's Janagana. No, sorry, Vande Mataram. Our final answer is Vande Mataram.
Your final answer is Vande Mataram, because that could mean I salute thee, O mother. Let's take a look at the answer and see if you're right. Vande Mataram it is. It literally means I salute thee, O mother. Vande meaning salute or respect, and Mataram, of course, referring to a mother, the country being the mother being referred to here. 2 points to PSBB. Let us show you your second question. Which Liverpool footballer is nicknamed variously as the Pharaoh, the Egyptian King, or even the Egyptian Messi? And your time starts now.
Sir, our final answer is Mohamed Salah.
Yeah, final answer is Mohamed Salah.
Your final answer is Mohamed Salah. Loud and clear is Mithilesh's answer. Let's take a look and see if he's picking up points for this. Mohamed Salah or Mo Salah is correct. That is him in Liverpool colors that you see on the left. And of course, he plays for Egypt, one of the more charismatic and talismanic strikers of that football team. 2 points to PSBB. Good going so far. Let us show you your third and final question from the mystery box. Which Nobel Prize winner was a student of Lady Shri Ram College in Delhi? She served as the Prime Minister of her country for some time, but is currently in jail on trumped-up charges. And your time starts now.
I think it's Myanmar's.
Last 10 seconds.
I think it's Myanmar's Prime Minister.
All right, your time is up. I'm going to go across to DAV now. DAV, 15 seconds beginning now. What is your answer going to be? Discuss and tell me.
Our final answer is Aung San Suu Kyi.
Your final answer is Aung San Suu Kyi, says Spandan. Let's take a look at the answer and see if he picks up points. Aung San Suu Kyi is correct. That is her you see on screen. And Advait was right on track there when he was saying desperately, I think this is Myanmar, but his teammates could not come up with the name in the nick of time. Aung San Suu Kyi will pick up 1 point for DAV. That's a very good answer, Spandan. And of course, Aung San Suu Kyi studied in Lady Shri Ram College in Delhi. Let us go to the scoreboard now and see what it tells us. At the end of all 8 specialized topics and the 2 mystery boxes, we have a result. These teams have played brilliantly so far. The team from DAV Public School Unit 8 Bhubaneswar facing off against Padma Sheshadri Bal Bhavan Senior Secondary School Nungambakam in Chennai. Brilliantly played both teams, all 6 quizzers. But in a quiz, as in any competition, there needs to be a winner and there needs to be somebody who has come second or a runner-up, as we say. And that is why we keep score, isn't it? At the end of today's semi-final, the scores are these. DAV Public School Unit 8 Bhubaneswar, led by Jasmine Mohapatra, assisted by her younger brother Ritesh Kumar Mohapatra, and the brilliantly quizzing teammate that they have, Spandan Satpathy. They finished on 17 points. 17 points to DAV Public School Unit 8 Bhubaneswar. Their opponents, Padma Sheshadri Bal Bhavan Senior Secondary School, Nungambakkam in Chennai, captained by Harshit Ram, assisted by his youngest member Advait N, bringing up the team Mithilesh D. They finish on a score of 18 points. 18 points to PSBB, 17 points to DAV Public School, and they advance into the zonal finals. Is Padma Sheshadri Bal Bhavan Senior Secondary School, Nungambakkam, Chennai. Congratulations to you. I wish you all the very best for what lies ahead. Very well fought quiz, and I think you should go back proudly with your head held high because you have made you've really acquitted yourself very well today. Well played. We will look to see you back in next year's Smartacus and bigger, better, and stronger, as they say in sports. But for now, the team which advances into the zonal finals is PSBB Senior Secondary School, Nungambakkam, Chennai. Congratulations to you. But for now, this is me, Meghasham Shirodkar, on behalf of the entire team at Smartacus 2022, wishing you goodbye. Take very good care of yourself in these COVID times, and we will see you back with yet another episode of Smartacus 2022 very shortly. Thank you, and God bless.